All right, the big deal that we've heard this morning is $500 million coming into the Welspun Group thanks to Apollo Private Equity. So there's a deal that's happened. Mr. Goenka is with us. Let's ask him where all of this is heading. Thanks, Mr. Goenka, for being with us. So what is your sense? I mean, it's a pretty big deal for the group. Can you give us some more details as to where all will the money come in, which group entities?
No doubt it's a landmark deal for Welspun Group, and overall $500 million will be invested by Apollo in few weeks. Out of $150 million will be invested into infrastructure business. $60 million will be invested into our Welspun Max Steel, and $340 million will be invested with Welspun Corp. So this is the overall breakup which will be invested by Apollo in the three Welspun Group companies in next 45 days.
So how much dilution in all the group entities, and is this via issue of fresh shares, or are some of the existing holders selling out?
No, these are primarily fresh sales, and overall in case of Welspun Corp, we will be having two instruments. One is CCDs, convertible debentures, compulsory convertible debentures, and there will be partly GDRs which are going to be non-voting GDRs. In case of Welspun Infra, this is going to be a structured deal which will be converted into equity over a period of time, and in case of Max Steel, which will be state equity of $60 million.
Okay, and how much was the investment in Welspun Infra? I missed that figure.
It will be in the range of $150 million, as I said, which will be a structured instrument.
So how much dilution are we talking about in the three entities, if you could give us a broad sense? In Welspun Corp, with this $340 million, how much is the dilution?
See, in Welspun Corp, two instruments are there. One, CCDs will be diluting around 13, giving them the shares around 13.5%, and another 6 to 6.5 in case of GDR. So total will be around 20% holding will be by Apollo in non-voting GDR as well as CCDs. In case of Welspun Max Steel, they will be owning around 13.5% again. In case of Infra, depend on how the business emerges in next coming years. So that will be a convertible instrument with the option to convert into equity. So it's difficult to say today that what kind of dilution we will be having in case of Infra.
Okay, so in Welspun Corp, the total holding of Apollo will go in excess of 20%. Why will this not trigger an open offer? Is it because of the instruments you've chosen, the GDRs don't have voting rights? Is that why?
Yeah, that's the reason. This will be non-voting GDRs. So this doesn't require an open offer because they will be much below 15% at any given time. So this is as per the current regulations.
So if I talk to you about the outlook for the group, I mean, we've seen some pretty big investment come in now. Consolidated level, Welspun Group, what will the revenue breakup be like between the infra business, the oil and gas pipes business, and then of course the textiles?
See, overall today we are at a group level, we are doing around $3 billion top line. We are one of the top three players in home textile, doing around $1 billion. We are one of the top three players again in pipes in the global context. We are doing around almost like a $2 billion of turnover. And with the new businesses coming in infra, with having a stake with Leighton, which we acquired 35% recently, we are qualified with most of the infrastructure projects in the country. And we feel that in coming years we will be investing more than $2 billion in infrastructure. So all along in next 3 to 5 years we will be having a top line of around $5 billion at a group level.
Are you looking at hiving off this infra entity and listing it separately now that it also has the Apollo backing? Will we see a hive off and a separate IPO for the infra arm?
Not really. Recently, actually, we merged with Welspun Corp as a company where 65% stake has been taken by Welspun Corp. So, I mean, near future there are no plans like that.
Okay, does this complete the funding requirements for now, or will you have to continue raising more debt, or perhaps even look at other equity routes, Mr. Goenka?
See, as far as our existing RNO to pipe story, we are already had a financial closure, and with this equity infusion, we have completed our completely debt as well as equity. In case of infra, we have enough equity now, and looking to the project, how the whole scenario builds up in next coming months and quarters and years, we may have to require to raise debt part of it.